So today I'm unboxing the PlayStation 5 Pro 30th Anniversary Bundle, which was released to celebrate the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. Now this box was so much bigger than I expected, and it features previous consoles on the outer packaging. For more PlayStation related content, click subscribe and hit that notification bell. The outer packaging is just a sleeve, so once we pull this off, we reveal the main box. If you look closer, you can see the 30th branding and tiny icons all around the box. Lifting the box more, we reveal the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, as a big PlayStation fan, I absolutely love how this looks. The logo is in the original colours, and each Anniversary Pro is individually numbered out of 12,300. Yes, unfortunately, Sony limited the Pro 30th Anniversary to only just over 12,000. I was actually shocked I managed to grab one of these on the PlayStation Direct store. Peeling off the plastic, which is quite hard to do with one hand, now we can see the colours pop on that logo against the grey theme. Looking at the back of the console, we see the whole body is grey, even the main part of the console, and we have all the usual ports. On the front of the console, we see more of that 30th branding, and again on the back with the same symbols we saw on the outside of the box earlier. Going back to the packaging, we see another box with illustrations of every PlayStation from each generation. Moving on to the big box of accessories. The first item we have is a double-sided poster, and we'll come back to that later. Taking a look at the first item, and it is the DualSense wireless controller. Now you could also buy this separately as part of the 30th anniversary collection, but I believe those are now sold out. But keep an eye on the description, and if these come back in stock, I will update with a link. Like everything else in the package, the design is a complete throwback to the original PlayStation. The action buttons are coloured just like they were on the original PlayStation controller. And again we see the coloured PS logo. On the back we have more 30th anniversary branding, and on the grips, if you look very closely, you will see a subtle nod to the 30th anniversary with the same design we saw on the box earlier. Taking out the next item is the carry case for the DualSense controller. The case is grey, and again we see the original logo. Opening up, and of course inside we have the actual Edge controller with all of the accessories. Again, this was sold separately as part of the anniversary collection, but is now out of stock. But there are rumours of a restocking, so keep an eye on the description. We see the same coloured buttons like before, and the coloured PS button. Two differences between the Edge and the normal DualSense is the detailing on the touchpad, which if you look closely you can see the 30th branding design, and again we can see it on the L2 and R2 triggers, but only on the Edge controller. And on the back we have the 30th anniversary branding in between the sliders for the trigger sensitivity. The next item, now I am a big fan of the charging stations. I have the white version for my original PS5, but to have one included in the same colours is a nice touch. This was surprisingly not sold separately. Taking out the box of power cables, not much interesting here, although I did find this USB-C charging cable with the 30th branding on it. It also came with 2 plastic stands for if you want to place the console horizontally, and the rest of the cables were as standard. Inside the next box is the manuals for the console, controllers, and accessories. Okay, so with the paper unfolded, it explains everything that is inside. Firstly, and this is probably the coolest item, original PlayStation fans might recognize this. We need the cable I showed earlier, it clips into place, and now we have what looks very close to an original PlayStation controller connector. I really like this throwback, and I think it is a great added touch to the bundle. Next we have a paperclip, for some reason. A logo sticker. So when I first saw this, I had no idea what it could be. But once I looked back at that paper, I realised that these were actually cable ties. I think all of these extras were a nice addition to the bundle. Okay, so next we have the console disc cover for if you add a disc drive. I was lucky enough to pick up a drive before they started to sell out, so I'll be installing that later in this video. We also have the vertical stand which was included in this bundle, but does not usually come with the PlayStation 5 Pro. The colour matches the console and has the 30th branding, but only on the bottom of the stand. The disc drive did not come with the bundle, or currently with any PS5 Pro purchase. It is sold separately. Even though the box only mentions it fits the Slim, I have been told the same disc drive also fits the Pro consoles. So it comes with its own disc drive cover, but I will be using the one that came in the bundle. I've never liked the feeling of removing the covers on any of the PS5s. It feels like it will break, or is it just me? The disc drive is surprisingly easy to install. You just line it up and it clicks into place. The disc drive does add quite a bit of bulk to the console. But should Sony have released a Pro console in this generation without a disc drive? Now to fit the included vertical stand. I like to have my PS5 console vertical, but I know a lot of people prefer them horizontal. poster is double-sided, and on this side, if we look closely, the PlayStation logo is made up of past and present consoles and accessories. And the other side features the console that started it all. Hard to believe this console was released 30 years ago. Not included with the bundle, I also purchased the 30th anniversary edition of the PlayStation Portal. If you want to see me unbox this in another video, let me know. So this was everything that was included in the PlayStation 5 30th anniversary bundle. If you made it this far into the video, leave me a happy 30th comment and I will give you a thumbs up.